What's happening, everybody? I'm not gonna really be on here too long due to obvious reasons. I'm on the phone. This takes battery. You know, all them things like that, dear one. But just want to talk real quick, man, about doing what you got to do, man, to follow your purpose. Thinking about where I'm at in my life now. 39. I've gone through some growing pains in my life. Been married, been divorced. Uh, in a long-term relationship right now, looking like it's so far so good. But this is why, in a way though, it's so important to put your trust in the Most High, man. Because a lot of times we get stuck in a rut. You know, same old, same old dead-end job that you've been working for years and years and years with no real chances for any advancement. You get stuck in staying in the same old city or town, and it's almost like the movie with Bill Murray back in the late '80s, early '90s, Groundhog Day. Seems like you're replaying the same day over and over and over and over and over, and nothing really substantially changes, right? So sometimes what a new environment does, it brings forth new opportunities, new uh, because when as you leave certain areas, you know, a lot of people probably not gonna pick up what I'm putting down when I say this right here. When you leave certain areas, right? You're closing you're closing the door, you're closing the portal for one chapter of your life. You're opening up a whole nother portal that's gonna bring about new opportunities, new experiences. You know what I'm saying? So we have to be we have to be open to that. Because one thing about life, the only thing that's constant is change. That's a fact. The only thing that's constant in life is change. So when you take that into consideration, you take that in mind. Those who are unwilling to change, they're gonna get left behind. Now, some changes you might not want to make, and there's nothing wrong with not trying to make those changes. I.e., the pointy thing or the jab. I could go on a whole dissertation about the jab, how it's all politically and financially structured to instill fear. You know, yeah, that's a whole nother issue. It's all part of the Agenda 2030. But I ain't on here to talk all day about no damn jab. We gonna leave that where it's at. We gonna park that. But to everybody, man, but especially my brothers that's trying to build, trying to create a legacy, for their children and their children's children, as it says in Proverbs. It says a righteous man builds an inheritance for his children's children. So Brothers like that's doing all they can. Brothers like that's doing all they can to do that. You have to be willing to not stand still. Now is not the time to stay confined to our own little section, like the late great Scarface. Well, not late, but like an old school Scarface song said back in the day. It's on my block. If you haven't heard it, I suggest that you hear it. Came out around 99, 2000-ish, somewhere around there. It's a good song. But yeah, we can't stay confined to, the streets, the cities, the neighborhoods that we've always known for our entire life. See, that stifles growth. You know, that stifles growth. So if you're in a position and you don't have a wife, you don't have kids keeping you where you at, brothers, if that describes you, if you're in that position where you don't have anything holding you back, and the only thing that's holding you back maybe is the area or environment that you live in, I encourage you, brothers, go ahead and do what you gotta do, man. Back up, go see a different environment. Go move to a different state. If you have the money to go move to a different country, move to a different country. Do what you gotta do, man. Because that way, as you're traveling to these different areas, these different places, now you're not just existing. You're actually living life. You're living in abundance. You're able to see, how the world moves, not just in this westernized American society, but you get to see how it fully works. Nothing wrong with wanting to live in abundance. Because the sword said that in Genesis. Be fruitful, become many, fill the earth and subdue it. See, to be fruitful is not just talking about seeds, not just talking about children. It's talking about you being fruitful. It's talking about being productive. Excuse me. What do we have that we can look back on our lives? What do we have to show for it? What do we have to show for it? What do we have to show for it? That's what we have to ask ourselves. What do we have to show for the life that we're living? If we don't bet on ourselves, nobody else will. Me personally, at the end of October, early November, early part of last month, I took the last little bit of money that I had saved. Wasn't that much, just a couple grand, right? Took the last little bit of money that I had saved. Went all the way up to a different state, a different city. Betting on myself, man. Betting on myself. That's why I can talk it, because I'm out here doing it. I did it and I'm still doing it. You gotta bet on yourself. And when you're in a different area, different city, different state, some of you brothers that's moved abroad, different countries, it's not gonna be all roses, daffodils, dandelions. I mean, it's gonna be some thorns and thistles. It's not gonna be easy, right? But at the same time, would you not rather have the satisfaction of knowing that you bet on yourself or continue to live a mundane life. The decision is up to each and every one of us. We have to choose. Kind of like what Moses told the nation of Israel, Deuteronomy chapter 30 and verse 19. I have put life and death before you, the blessing and the curse. And you must what? Choose. You must choose. You must choose life. Everything's about choices, man. In most cases, ain't nobody holding no guns over to our head and making us continue to make the decisions that we're making. Ultimately, we have to decide whether or not something is enough, right? So, are we going to say enough is enough? Or are we going to continue to make decisions that don't make us happy? We all have that choice, man. This ultimately is up to us. Ultimately, it's up to us. We have to decide whether or not the decisions we make is something that we're going to be proud of in the long run. That's pretty much all I got to say. Until my subscriber count on here grows on YouTube, this is going to pretty much be the format that I choose to make videos. Hope everybody was, gained some, some encouragement, some insight. Hope I was a blessing to somebody today. So, may the Most High y'all take care of y'all, man. Peace and blessings.